Nothing will stand in our way.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
I will finish what you started.
Who are you? I'm no one.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
The Force. It's calling to you. Just let it in.
And welcome to it. I'm your host, Jon Justice. Glad you are with another episode this week. A relatively short episode. I'm in a bit of a time crunch. I'm heading off to go see Alien Romulus, of which I am very excited about. I love the Alien franchise. It's had its ups and downs. That being said, I do very much enjoy all the films in the series, and I have very high expectations for Alien Romulus. So I'll be heading off to see that here in about 45 minutes, but I wanted to make sure that we talked a little Star Wars this week. Been a very, very busy week for yours truly. So I have one news item that I want to discuss with you, and then we'll get into some of your listener feedback on the show this week. As always, TalkShowNerd at gmail.com, or if you're enjoying the show on YouTube, leave a comment there.
We have a spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down.
A lot of news last week coming out of D23. Since then, not quite as much news. However, some of the stars of the upcoming releases are speaking to the media, including Diego Luna, who sat down with Entertainment Weekly and says that Andor Season 2 turns Rogue One into a different film. I'm excited for Season 2 more so than I liked Season 1. I know that it's a fan favorite for a lot of people, and I've made my opinions known about the show. I do enjoy it. It's just lacking a bit of the adventure and the pew-pew, as I like to say, for my taste. Even though I do fully respect how well crafted that show is and exactly what it was going for. It's just not necessarily my cup of tea. That being said, Andor Season 2, I'm getting the impression, is really going to ramp things up and flow into Rogue One and probably begin to add in some of those elements that were set up in Andor Season 1. Diego Luna says he relishes getting the chance to complete the full arc of the story with the characters first introduced in the film Rogue One in 2016, saying to Entertainment Weekly, "You're going to see why K2 is so important in Rogue One," Luna teases, and how does he get to be such an important character for the rebellion. Now, not only that, but the actor says that the final season of Andor will permanently change how people view the movie moving forward. He says, "I think people watching Rogue One after seeing Season 2 are going to see a different film. Everything will be signified differently, knowing what had to happen, for example, to K2 to be there in Rogue One. It's going to make you witness the journey of Rogue One in a different way, I think. And not just with K2, but with many other characters. I think it will be really cool." And it seems Luna has already thought about the marketing opportunities that will play into that as well. He says, "I'm sure someone from Lucasfilm and Disney will give us the opportunity to watch Season 2 and then go straight to watch the film on the big screen with tons of popcorn and friends around." And what the Cassian Andor actor is saying there is what I've said often on the show. What I like about much of the ancillary content that connects to what's come before and how it does expand your knowledge of what you've come accustomed to seeing. So his comments make all the sense in the world to me. I mean, it already is that way. If you've gone to watch Rogue One, it's tough not to think about what we already saw in Andor Season 1 and the events of the characters that cross through from both the movie and the television series. So again, I'm excited for Andor Season 2, and I really do think they're going to be ratcheting it up in such a way that I'll probably end up enjoying Andor Season 2 more than I did Andor Season 1. That being said, all of the commentary and the news around Andor makes me want to go back and watch Season 1 again, and I may just start a rewatch this week.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
All right, getting to your listener feedback. Again, you can always email talkshownerd@gmail.com or leave a comment up on YouTube, which is exactly what Star Wars Santa did. If you haven't checked out Star Wars Santa and his YouTube channel, I highly recommend you do so. It's a fantastic watch. As a matter of fact, we are planning on pairing up at some point in time. We were supposed to this week. My apologies, Star Wars Santa. I've been incredibly busy with the full-time job and getting ready to go see aliens burst out of people's chests. So we'll do that really soon. However, Star Wars Santa does write in. Talking about D23, he says, the good. Mando Grogu announcement, Andor Season 2 updates, Skeleton Crew trailer. D23, the bad. Not releasing the Mando Grogu or Andor 2 Season 2 reels on the official accounts. No Sean Levy announcement with the film he's supposed to do. No Rey movie update. No new animation updates. Overall, I'm very happy. But as with most Star Wars fans, I'm greedy and I want more. And I know I shouldn't. I see what you did there. Thank you, Star Wars Santa. And I'm with you, too. I've got my spidey senses tingling about that Rey movie. I'm telling you, I've thought all along that Obaid Chinoy, the director for that, would not be staying on as the director of that film. And based off of how quiet everybody has gotten and how last time we heard that the script was it completed or wasn't completed, or they were doing a rewrite on it? I don't know. My spidey senses are tingling that movie might be in trouble, but we'll wait and see. And Star Wars Santa, you and I will pair up very soon. And thank you so much for writing in this week. Stephen Cross, 458, writes, another great episode. Thank you, Stephen. I'm looking forward to seeing the Mando and Grogu movie. Saw the leaked footage at the convention, and it looks fantastic. The Rey movie is something I've been eagerly awaiting for and excited for that as well. Star Wars games have been great over the last 5 years. I've played both Jedi Fallen Order and recently got my hands on Jedi Survivor. Yeah, I haven't yet because I haven't upgraded my console. I want to, though. The music and storytelling from Respawn and Lucasfilm in those two games are perfect. Cal Kestis has already become a favorite of mine and many others in the Star Wars universe, and just maybe could make an appearance in live action down the road. Yeah, I think we'll be seeing Cal Kestis sooner than later in live action at some point in the near future. And then lastly, Ray 2017, friend of the show, writes, I don't think I could be more excited for Star Wars than I am right now. Also, this may not be related to anything, but just now I finished the drafts of my latest fan fiction projects, and there are two I've been working on for the past 2 months separately. First is the story where all the Star Wars characters meet up and throw a surprise congratulatory party for the Mandalorian and Grogu's movie, celebrating the Star Wars cinematic return at long last. All the more reason to throw a party. Just completed that this morning. Then I also finished the Rey and Ben explaining the entire Acolyte plot with an open Q&A to their friends, all while having a cookout. Thank you, Ray 2017, as always, for sharing your thoughts and what you have been working on. So, as I mentioned, short episode this week, because I'm going to go watch an alien chase around people on a spaceship, and I'm super, super excited about that. Before I let you go, though, if it happens to be one of the first times you're listening, or you have not gone and taken a look at my science fiction space opera series, I hope you will. I wrote it because of my love of Star Wars. I wanted to know what it was like to create my own universe like George Lucas, and that's what I did. It's a 7-book series in all, available in ebook, Kindle Unlimited, paperback, and hardcover at Amazon.com. Just search for EMBARK and Jon, that's Jon Justice. As Earth faces its end, you can follow pilots Taft, Katha and their crew on a journey of survival across the galaxy as they fight for their future among the stars. Treat yourself, a friend, or a family member with science fiction. It's written for adults, but great for ages 11 plus. I hope you'll take a moment and pick up EMBARK Book 1 today in whichever format you wish. If you like your science fiction space opera to be epic, filled with amazing technology, romance, and a ton of action, EMBARK is perfect for you. Again, available on Amazon.com. Search for Jon Justice and EMBARK. Thank you so much for checking out this week's episode. I know it's short, but time is limited. I'm off to go watch Alien Romulus, and I hope wherever you are happy, you're healthy, you're safe. God bless, and I'll talk to you again next week. Bye.
The Force will be with you, always.
My nerd world.